Hey and welcome back to The Revolution and a brand new WWE 2K24 video. Earlier today, WWE and 2K unveiled a bunch of information for this year's game, as well as the first official trailer for WWE 2K24, so let's dive in and see what women's content we can uncover. To be sure you don't miss out on any of our upcoming WWE 2K24 content, hit that bell icon and subscribe to the channel. You can also head on over to our official website www.revolution.com for all the latest women's wrestling news and so much more. Talk about setting the stage. I really like the approach already for this year's game, especially with the focus on WrestleMania and 40 years of the Showcase of the Immortals and all the different generations of WWE up to the current day. Since WWE 2K14 alone, women's wrestling has been taken far more seriously, with the women getting more opportunities than ever, even headlining WrestleMania itself. So before I go too far down the rabbit hole, let's break down the trailer. The trailer opens with a look at Cody's shocking defeat at the hands of Roman Reigns at last year's WrestleMania, with a recreation of their WrestleMania 39 match in the 2K engine. Both Roman and Cody's models look great here, with Roman especially looking super realistic in-game, with both superstars sporting their attires from the event. Like Roman and Cody, the WrestleMania 39 stage looks stunning, and I honestly can't wait to get a better up-close look at the Hollywood-themed arena when I get my hands on the game later this week. We then see Roman delivering a spear to Rhodes before celebrating his victory with both titles raised above his head, much to the dismay of the WWE Universe. Throughout the trailer, various superstars give an insight into their own story, each documenting different moments in their careers and how their stories and their rival stories pan out. The trailer then shifts focus to the women's division and what appears to be a look at the Immortal Showcase mode as Asuka and Bianca Belair clash in a recreation of their match, also from WrestleMania 39. Both women can be seen with 2K recreations of their attires from the event, and although we can't fully see Asuka's model, it seems to be a perfect recreation of her look from WrestleMania Night 2. We see Bianca Belair strutting her way to the ring as the Raw Women's Champion, with a better look at the WrestleMania arena when superstars make their entrance. We then see Bianca Belair deliver a powerbomb to Asuka inside the ring as WWE referee Aja Smith looks on. That's right, official WWE referee Aja. Now this took me completely by surprise at first. Now, there had been rumours of special guest referee returning, but to see actual WWE referees make their return to the series, how freaking cool is that? It's been so long since we've had actual WWE referees on screen in a WWE game, and I really just couldn't be happier. However, I will say there is one major downside to all of this. I'm going to feel really guilty if I kind of get a bit narky and have to give them a swipe. Jokes aside, this is so cool for Aja, and I hope she's not the only female on-screen referee we see in this year's game. He's looking at you, Jessica. We also get another look at the WrestleMania 39 arena with a glass ceiling and sunlight above perfectly framing the shot. I seriously hope all the arenas have this much love and detail. It looks so good. We then get a look at another WrestleMania 39 match in the form of the Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair SmackDown Women's Championship match, which is also likely part of the Showcase of the Immortals Showcase. Mammy delivers a mean stomp to Charlotte Flair, who unfortunately is just out of shot, before celebrating the win with what looks to be a brand new championship victory scene or a Showcase cutscene. I hope to God Charlotte has that iconic black puffer coat, because not only would her model look amazing in it, I also really want it in the creation suite. We then jump back in time all the way to WrestleMania 3 and the iconic stare down between Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant, with Hogan in-game delivering a leg drop to the downed Andre. We then switch to WrestleMania 13 as Bret Hart and Stone Cold Steve Austin clash in a reenactment of their infamous match. Austin suplexes the Hitman before delivering a vicious blow to the back with a steel chair. Interestingly, it looks as though Ken Shamrock isn't included as part of the WrestleMania Showcase mode, especially given the focus of the addition of special guest referee to this year's game. We then skip to WrestleMania 25 and the historic matchup between Mr. WrestleMania himself, Shawn Michaels, taking on The Undertaker. Taker is seen delivering a chokeslam to Michaels before we get a quick look at Cody Rhodes' official entrance for this year's game. We also get a look at several WWE legends making their way to the ring, including Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold and The Undertaker. The trailer then gets extra spicy with a look at the all-new match types in this year's game, including the return of special guest referee, as we see special guest referee Randy Orton warning Solo Sikoa before delivering an RKO in true Randy fashion. When taking a look at the background, we can see that the match takes place in the SmackDown arena as Kevin Owens looks on inside the ring. I am so freaking excited to play around with special guest referee, as back in the day, myself, Smack Talks and Delzinski would have amazing matches with special guest referee, with me more often than not turning heel mid-match to screw one of them over. When used properly, special guest referee can be such a game changer to play with friends, and it all comes down to how much can you really trust those you play with. If you thought traitors brought out the inner villain in someone, try playing special guest referee with your family and friends. We then have the awesome reveal of casket matches, with The Undertaker slamming down the lid on Shawn Michaels, who attempts to fend off the Phenom inside the Royal Rumble updated arena. To say I'm hugely excited for casket matches is a complete understatement, and I can only hope that female superstars can compete in casket matches, because I really need to have Dawn Marie and Tori Wilson face off in one for old time's sake. Whilst we might not see these matches in WWE that often, it's awesome to see them make their way back into the series, and I can only hope that we see the return of the likes of I Quit and Inferno matches in the future. Now, I would say that it'd be fun to see bra and panties and Fulfill Your Fantasy matches return, but although I'd love it, I really can't see that happening anytime soon. As the trailer rounds out, we see Rhea Ripley making her way to the ring, with the WrestleMania 39 arena making her entrance look grander than ever as the WWE Universe watches on. We have barely scratched the surface of today's WWE 2K24 news, and yet we have already so much on display, with the likes of WWE official referees returning and new match types in the form of special guest referee matches and casket matches, WrestleMania showcase matches, and so much more. Now, I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but this looks like it could be one of the most exciting WWE 2K games to date, and I only hope that the title lives up to the hype, because I can't wait to get my hands on the game. From what we can tell from everything we've seen so far today, it looks as though this year's game will feature at least 4 attires for Rhea Ripley, with the screenshot 2K released earlier today, the showcase model in this trailer, the deluxe edition version of Rhea, which we've still yet to see, and the WrestleMania 36 edition of Rhea, which is included as part of the WrestleMania Collector's Edition. If that sentiment is true, it looks as though Charlotte Flair could also receive at least 3 models, with this silver WrestleMania 39 model, the WrestleMania 33 model from the WrestleMania Collector's Edition, and a standard in-game version of Charlotte that we have yet to see. Another name to add to the list with at least 3 models looks to be Bianca Belair, with the showcase model of Bianca, the Bianca Belair model shown earlier today by 2K, and the yet to be seen deluxe edition version of Bianca. Whilst that might not be to everybody's taste, that's already a pretty substantial amount of alternate models and attires for the women, so I hope several of the other women on the roster receive that same sort of love. I'm really hoping and praying, especially for the likes of Trish Stratus and Lita, if they too return to this year's game. As teased a little earlier in the video, if you did pick that up, I will be playing WWE 2K24 later this week as part of a capture event held by 2K at this year's Royal Rumble. Talk about crazy. So be sure to keep your eyes peeled on the channel, especially around February 1st. To be sure you don't miss out on any of that upcoming content, hit that bell icon and subscribe to the channel. You can also head over to our official website www.revolution.com for all the latest women's wrestling news and so much more. I've been The Revolution, and you've guessed it, I'm off to delve deeper into more WWE 2K24 goodies.